Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper at Viperland, and let's see if we can't finish this game tonight. Back here with Ghost Trick. I don't remember exactly what we had to get going, but I remember I was stuck on it, so cool. Also, hey, Stephen, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland chat. I remember I was stuck on it, but it was also like late at night that night, so, you know. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. Just remember the fact that right about now, real me is giving the poor justice minister a real fright. Yeah. Phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. What's this lively little creature? Now this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing! That poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute, Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanella. It's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? This time it's different, right, sis? That's right. Us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the inspector and wait. Then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get the suit. Get through this. I think so. We'll find out, so. But also, hey, welcome to Viperland in the chat. If not, I think we're close. But, gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. I mean, you know. I wasn't going to say it, but. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanella is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. So I'll go first and wait for you. Okay, so I remember solving this one. I remember not being able to figure out how to solve the next one, so let's see how it goes. Okay, Lovey Dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. I also checked right before stream, and Spotify does have this soundtrack, so good. Wrong button. Okay. There you are, Sissel. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Oh, I remember getting close to this, yeah. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and save Cabanella without him noticing. It's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want me to use my power, just step R2. So... I definitely remember swapping the hats. We need to make something bullet-shaped. We got that close. Did I generate a song from yeah? All songs of any genre. Ugh. Well, that's something. Also, Eric, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. How you doing? So, Sissel, could you explain something to me? Exactly how did the man in white die? He got shot with a gun. Huh? I've always wondered about those things. How come people die when they hear that loud bang? Huh? Oh, what do they? I don't remember. Brother, I hope I never lose my memory. Mr. Whitecoat here died because he got shot with a bullet. Bullet? Little lump of metal. It proves fatal when it gets lodged in his head. Ah, I get it. It's like a little tiny Mino, right? Yeah, something like that, I guess. Different shape, though. In that case, I'm gonna be able to use my power on it to save the man in white. Yes. Hey, good news, eh, Whitecoat? Anybody here just called me Cabanella? No! That would mean showing you an ounce of respect. Okay, so we gotta wait for stuff anyway, right? I'm gonna hit wrong buttons all day. Okay, there we go. Let's get over here. Alright. Into the pack and splat. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, that's what happens when you play hardcore. You take that risk. Damn it. I believe I actually have to swivel this when it's not looking. I don't remember the steps. Does this go books? Let's see that? The bad system turned around. You have to call them that. But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the lamp was the right call for that. Yep. Stuff. Things and things. Super cheating. Yes, we definitely move this. Yeah, and I feel like I got close last time, but not quite close enough. I'm pretty sure you swap those two. Nope. Oh, damn it. Forgot to take that off the hook. Well. Crapzilla. Well, I think that means we lose. Scared. Why didn't he die? That's what we did. Yeah, I know the last seconds are a chance. I think I screwed it up already, so that's fine. Ready to shoot! Oh, it's hanging in air, yes. Is it the hat? Did I go through all... that's still gonna hurt, ain't it? Oh, that animation, though. Well, now I know what I need to do. I never had anything left on the hook at the end before. I had always knocked it on the ground. So now I know what I need to do, but... Oh, that was great. Oh, 10 out of 10 animation. Absolutely. Man. Between the writing, the animation, the pitch perfect visuals, and the music. Man. I can see why there are a lot of people who call this, like, one of their favorite games. One of the best games. Like, I can honestly understand it. Turn around. Okay, so at least now I know what I'm doing. Oh. Who knows? Could have been anything. It's true. RE Engine is still crazy. Absolutely bananas that this is RE Engine. So you gotta leave, but we can go. Wow. Ah. Wow. Okay. Now we'll go eat. I had just never left it on the hook last time. I was trying all the different things to do with the hat, except leaving it on the hook. Yep. Would you look at that? The hard hat was so good. Alright. I don't think he noticed. Like he pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats, so warm and most of all soft. Did I do it alright? You did a fine job, little one. Saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too, over and over. Meet averted, hell yeah. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All of our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two are working together? It's about the size, but yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? But we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. Quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Miss. There's a certain guy I have to follow, too. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanella, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How you feeling, the old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. Honestly, he may not be my favorite character, but Cabanella has, bar none, the best animations in this game. In a game that's already got fantastic animations, he takes the cake, like with no contest. I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna believe that. So what, the guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Fully expected him to just like front flip onto his feet. Well, looks like both their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in White, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Better talk to them. I knew things were going to end up like this. I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. Might be able to erase deaths, but it's true that I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose you're right. Just hate feeling so helpless. He's right there within my grasp. all our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. Guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Hey, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. The guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? Poor burning hand. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But just been assigned to the Special Investigations Unit, you say. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking the statement. It was too green. Pushed him too hard, drove him into a corner, and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. Then I made another mistake on top of that. Caminella, got a minute? Chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. Be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. It might be the best walk cycle in gaming. That's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? I used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Ooh, excuse me. First found out about a manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. It's so good. Like, it's so good. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove those powers are his, we gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? Kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. Restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? We haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. Now they have that little girl as a hostage. Look, we have to stop him before he leaves the country. Okay, smart, yeah, good. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Manipulator case, that's why you cared about your record so much. Of course, why else, baby? Just never could believe it, man. Jode shooting him Elma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. Did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. Then I finally found the answer. Took 5 long years, though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Jode is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. You were so determined to help Detective Jode. Why didn't you help him escape from prison? It's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know? As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the justice minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? It's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. What a little misunderstanding. My baby will come around. Give it time. There are more important things to do with our time tonight. Alright. Not 100% sure where to go right now. Didn't that get, this line doesn't do working, yeah. Okay. I think it's there. Maybe the park. I should have chatted with the professor too. I mean, he was in on the call, but you know. Entrance near the deserted dim-lit park. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock, the gods. Sorry, could you do that somewhere else? I'm a little busy right now. I don't have time to talk. Let me ask you this. The rock of the gods or this Camilla you mentioned? Which is more important? Please answer clearly and without reserve. Camilla, of course. Camilla, the gods! Even knowing the situation, the scene still looks pretty suspicious. I'm gonna go back and see if I can talk to the professor. No, that's the wrong one. Went out, didn't even put on his shoes. Did something happen? All the way back. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I've always been a junkyard superintendent, you know? Used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. Oh, well, hey. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. It's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. Unusual corpse. But that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. The only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, alright, no question about that. There wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? Scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either. Yeah, that would definitely freak me out as a medical examiner. I never had the chance to solve the mystery. It's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? Yeah, just up and walking out. Bye. He got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. He didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. Corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be... That's right, it's coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Don't stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. Yeah, he sure does do that. There's an oddball here. I was researching Temsic? Is that you, baby? You don't need to be calling anybody an oddball. Reasonable, fair. I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. One of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." That's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected. Also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers. He manipulated a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He had a gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. Okay, none of these really tell me where I should go now, though. So that contraption in the basement here, we built that to try and help Detective Jode. That's right, Jode and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jode it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put it up in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cabanella! Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. Must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. That cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image you had of him? We'll just say nothing. It's fine. Dr. Cabanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jode. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping he didn't have to be involved. That's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Wow. Yikes. Tonight. Really thought we finally had him. My body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jode! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jode go free until tomorrow morning, too. The extreme while he was at it. Yeah, it is, but whatever. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. Make everybody else run around, and then you swoop in at the last second. Dude. Ah. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. Promise to give it back to you one day. Yeah, the coat of power. Been waiting so long, Detective Joe. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. He looks way more suspicious this way. At least the painted shirt was like, oh, you know, whatever. But I feel like the jacket over the very obvious prison uniform looks a little suspicious. But also, hell yeah, let's go. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. And you like it. Cecil, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. Use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up, somehow, you'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. Bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cavanaugh. Ah, you're right, they do. It's almost on. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. It's almost dawn. Alright, 2:55 to 3:39 a.m. Chapter 15 cleared. Get a new illustration, obtain a new background. New background. That's a pretty good background. I would have to change background. New song, new illustration, Jeez. Yeah, we'll save. Yeah, hold on. The silhouettes are good. I forgot that you can change both sides. I really like Cecil. There you go. Perfect. Chapter 16, 4:19 a.m. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jode. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Alright. Well. Control room. How the hell did they get on there? Well, they better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. The other end of the phone line. Finally gonna find all my answers. I better go. We don't even have a choice. We just go. Alright. Single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yona. Detective Jode. Hello. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. Didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. It's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jode. Used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation, a submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yono was going to surface. Confound it. You detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. A little something for you. Camarilla has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch. Yeah, Dragon Radar. And that definitely explains why he shot him. That was the one thing I couldn't quite get. It's like, you know he's basically undead. Why shoot him? Well, that's why. Yes, Inspector Camarilla. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on a submarine somewhere. Sissel, you mean? Oh. Ew. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go. There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. It's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers. Just gonna yoink that out of him, I guess? Alright, well, bye. What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? This disc, what a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jode. Farewell. Oh? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jode, where did he go? He went up, I guess. Oh. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. There's no danger. Better find them and fast. So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think you and I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. Just the little sheltered apartment dog. With my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. You think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? Sorry to say, I don't think it can. Why do I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Oh. Telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla, I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming at me. Think you'd call that more of a hunch? Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Swap basketballs. Swap lights. There you go. gonna make it. Maybe. Oh! I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Had a bad feeling about this. Sizzle, look! Black, hello! It came off the hook! Oh, better answer it fast. Hello, is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you? Somebody please answer. Guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Oh crap. Miss Lynn! Better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. Go there, yeah, let's go. I'm sure she's healthy and alive. Yep. Definitely those things, healthy and alive. There we go. No use, nobody's answering. Also, one sec. I guess, unlike every other time during this game, she's just playing dead. Definitely. She's really good at it. You wouldn't think she could hold her breath that long, but here we are. Miss Camilla! And... Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! And Missile too, I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What, my voice? That's right, Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born, you little doggy. Hey, Missile? Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a bit? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who could protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. Good pump. Well, time to see what's happened here. Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I knew, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Joe? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. That's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Joe and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. Then we sneaked into the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Joe and I decided to split up. Excuse me. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, it's quite an adventure. What happened next? Oh no. Huh? There's a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I knew, I was dead. Oh boy, sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. "4 minutes before death." Camilla, you okay? Ah, yep. Camilla? Hello, Lynn. Where's a detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Oh well, see there's no need to introduce myself. Keep Camilla back, she has nothing to do with any of this. If I can't do that, this is my last chance. Phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? Didn't happen tonight, did it? It was execution. Well, knowing him, I have expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? Heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know. But I... What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling about this. Weapon had. Look out! Revenge, huh? It's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. Also, you don't have any memories. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He's going to shoot Detective Jode. It's Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. You didn't have to keep dying. But, you know. Ah. Well. Suppose we wait. Okay. Okay. Still nothing. Alright. Don't matter. There we go. Spin the wheel. Okay. You have to hook. Okay. So the phone has to be off the hook for us to... Oh, there's so much more here than I thought. Aha! Somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed. Who's to say that it's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jode. He's right, better check it out. It's coming. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Come if you're coming. We're leaving. I don't know if there's much I'll be able to do here, but let's check it out. It must be true what they say. There are restless ghosts on board. Read the phone book. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. What is he calling restless ghost? Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. Guess that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly. Alright. This was a dress news. It's Detective Jode! What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. Yeah. Oops. I don't want to flip switches willy-nilly in a submarine without knowing. That sure does leave us in a pickle. Okay. Budge, maybe it's broken? Oh well, guess I don't have to lower it right now. And if I ever had to move it, I could probably get Lynn to do it for me. What happened? Alright. Got it. Damn it. Definitely just lost it. Alright. Well. Yeah. What just happened? The whole room just disappeared. Yep, I know. Don't worry, Lynn. But Dr. Joe can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Yep. Well. It lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sizzle. Okay, so that's what actually happens here. Clearly we gotta stop him. Somehow. Nobody expected a even smaller submarine inside the submarine. Ah, so that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. That torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. Looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo's fired. Blood. Ah. Ah. Nothing to do from here, yep. Well. Pretty sure there's nothing we can do right now. I'm gonna reset and I'm gonna try to get in that capsule. Hey Birdie! How's it going? Ah, good old JoJo torture dance.
73 sexy resub months for Viper Time.
Yep, we didn't make it.
Keep up the fine times and entertainment.
Heck yeah. Thank you for 73 months of tier 3. I've seen this. Hot damn. That's a whole lot. Hope you're still enjoying stuff. Having a great time. We are approaching the end of this game and still, you know, learning as we go. It's a puzzle game. It would be weird if we got it on the first shot. Well, not weird. I can't believe he'd sink his own submarine. What a waste. Okay, but more importantly, we need to get to that torpedo. Gotta find a path to someone. Okay, yep. After fate change. It at least leads us over here. I'm so mad at myself because I know exactly how to get to it. But I got up there and I was like, what am I doing here? This is pointless. Well, how you doing? Hope your weekend's been going well, Birdie. Okay, there we go. Now we just kind of wait here. He gets stabbed, rock come out. Rock fall down. We go to rock. There you go. These were heck yeah. Oh, that's good times. hard to not be enjoying a cheeseburger. So did we go to the rock or the capsule? That's a fat bread. You mind if I last? Yep. If it's been achieved, now detach control room. Here's this. There they go. Along, yep. Torpedo. Really bad sign. Let me ghost. Let me ghost. Don't leave. So this we can't stop him from leaving. Guess that's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to stop the explosion. Which makes sense. That is what kills Lynn, the explosion. So that's the cause of that giant. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, not good. Yeah, I know. Okay, but now we're up here. So hopefully... lower the lever? There we go. This is power switchboard. Well, we're the missile now. Torpedo, I guess. It's no time. It's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? Still something we can do. I hope. I say I hope at the end of the strongest part of that sentence. Okay, here goes. We're also now a huge way away from... Oh, never mind. We're going back to the submarine, I guess. Why is there a mouse inside of it? This poor mouse. Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought, but is this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? Alright, well, I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Alright, joint. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning black things, right? Apparently the spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. There we go. Oh, poor Mr. Mouse. There he goes. Great, we've jumped the little creature off. Those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. Great. What safety device? There, clamp the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. It's just one problem. Problem? What's that? Yeah, how did the mouse even get here? Torpedo's still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. Yeah, sure impacted. What was that noise? Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. It looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. So we did it! We even saved the rat. Hell yeah. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. Stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but you still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Am I hearing things? Anyway, guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Missiles are unstoppable. This is a factual thing. Dog on a mission is unstoppable. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water's seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. Gotta get them out of here. Better go meet up with Lynn. Transformer. Fans. Starter, wheel, balancer. That's went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. Yeah, that's what it is. Right. Bonk. Bonk. Aha! We have made it. Kind of. Damn. I didn't know they were making an anime, but also, like, why spoil the whole thing in the first few minutes? Lynn, Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? So sorry. Sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should I do? I have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. So happy everybody's going to be with me now. Even if half of us are dead. Camilla! Miss Camilla! Get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do, well, yeah, think I'm going to cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. Better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Or it's too late. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel, he's here. Up you go. Glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is going to fill up with water fast. Better get out that door as quick as we can. Won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. Water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. The only way up out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Ah, well. Yeah, look at that ladder. Wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, by the way, yes? Can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Can't swim. Cool. Okay, so that's not working. No, it's not working either. Definitely not going to be this easy, right? Oh, well, okay. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Alright, up the ladder. Should buy sometime, right? No. Careful. What's that? It's like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Just so the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Yeah, no, you can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? It's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do... get that door and we're safe. Well... this ain't looking too great. Well... yeah, not good, not good. And I don't even know where we are. Oh, right there. Oh. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now. As if the latter could be true. That's some water. Well, for dinner, I had some pizza and some pasta. Depending on which time. I had some pasta, like a late lunch, early dinner, and then family ordered pizza. So I had some of that too. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. We just have to go up to the top. Very delicious. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Thistle, there you are! How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path with these ladies? Of course! I guess they can swap fans. Not that I really know how that would help. Torpedo's still there. Yeah. I don't think swapping those matters. All the pipes are broken, so even if I swap them, I don't really see the point. Oh, this is gonna be this is sure gonna be... yeah, I can't go anywhere. Thank you. That gets me over here. One more fan. This still operates. Kinda. There's business sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge. Maybe just that. They can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. You're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? Just be quiet for a minute, Missile. These pistons sure look like they could be used to our advantage. I was hoping it would let me stop it at some point. Taunting. Should we climb them? Okay. 3 different sizes of fans. How the hell do we get the third size? That's large fan. Small fan. Medium fan, okay. Get him out of the way for now. So we probably need same. Stopped 44 things, jeez. Swamp it. Let's see how that do. Ah, there, how about that? Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me. Don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Also, hey Ramen, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. Things are going poorly, but we're making progress, so... however, we're on a submarine. Submarine is vertical. The submarine is sinking. Neither of these two can swim. So that's the current situation. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? There's no way I can go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can! We have to. I mean, to be fair, it's not just us. It's us and Missile. Which means we stand a better than not chance. Look at this, if I stop the pipes, it's just how the steam comes out, huh? Well, I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays up the steam in a different way. But that will come in handy. And that makes a pathway, but it still leaves it dangerous from above. Yeah, I see the water. Comes the water again. I know. I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about the steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. I'm trying, but... thought I had it the first time. Yeah, he can't reach anywhere. It would be nice, wouldn't it? All the powers of ghosting without being dead. Anything else around here I can swallow? I don't know I'd want to, but I could probably swap those. Definitely enters the but why. Oh no, the water's getting really close now. Not that I can see all that well with all of the steam here. Missile will switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right, don't give up, Miss Lynn. It's really starting to hurt. The problem is you can't see what they need to be from here. You can't see the cracks or anything from here. You have to be in real-time mode. Presumably if I get it, it'll just be like, cool, moving on. I'll probably just move them until something happens. Wait. I wanted to try to solve it. So these two only shoot out the bottom. These two shoot out top and bottom. What I originally had was this. But then the ones coming down, yeah, I know. Vertically don't work well for her. Well, couldn't take a little warm mist. Hey, there was no warm mist, it was boiling hot steam. Hey, it looks like you're the key player for this one, Missile. Yeah, I know. But I don't think my powers alone are going to be enough. Oh, so we do have to... Okay. So then we do have to find a way to get him up here. Oh. This time he is. So by closing this valve, will shut off the steam flow to that first pipe. Oh. Cool. Yeah, I wish I had that last time. Okay. Those two. Those two. Cool. There, how does that look? Looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. The first one was just data, you know. We learn from there. Still a long ways to go. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me! So, how can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, you being sarcastic?
It's magic.
Steam? Yeah, Steam's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, rise away. Alright, progress. Oh, that's cheating water. Oh, that's so cheating. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry! Is that any way to ask for something? No use! Can't budge it, must be stuck. Oh no. Well. Oh! This way! No kidding this way. We were trying really hard, okay? Okay. Maybe the water will stay. No, it won't. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down to the deep, deep sea. I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. New illustration, 4:19 to 5:10 a.m. The final struggle. New illustration. Yeah, we're saving. Yeah, no, I mean, she's been carting around some weight. 5:10 a.m. Ooh, it's getting late. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? You know, Clawbot. Eek. Oh, well, was a Clawbot. Oh. Well. You managed to survive, detective. Graph. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Well... Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? Yeah? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you do, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? What do you want to get revenge on us? I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. What in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? Can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. Can't remember who you are. Right. Came all the way this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight. I thought it was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. Bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth, or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. This entire time, we were actually also Missile! Missile was such a good pup, they had 2 souls. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. The plot twist. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. Yes, you were. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I don't know. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has 2 effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Let's hear it. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. And I think I've kind of got something figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do. Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. First I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is, how then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day, 10 years ago. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? No, you might be right. Right place at the right time, I guess. If you're gonna die, you may as well die in the crater of a powerful meteorite. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. That must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite radiation too. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of the meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing, I can't take it all in. Makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. It just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut the guy's body with the scalpel. I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. That's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. They kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? The objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jode was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Carbonella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. But as it turns out, was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Yeah, blame the hostage. Smart. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective, looking into Jode's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see? Told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. Took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It's the first time I wasn't able to completely control somebody. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. Junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. Yeah, me. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Ah, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. The precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jode case. They thought you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. And I guess they were right. She did, but only because of their actions. Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy type deal. And that's pretty much the whole story. Only thing left to do now is to wait for water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. What? It's a feeling cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. And? Milla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, My dad was here. I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? Something I don't understand. Why would they go through all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? Good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. True. Well, tell us where Detective Jode is. A present from the Inspector in white. That's right, Detective Jode told me to hold on to it for him. The bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? The Dragon Radar always knows. Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us with our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? Torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jode is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Alright. I can't really... Ah! Grapes! The power of grapes. Engine room? Phone line to the engine room isn't working right now. All that water probably damaged the line. Guess I'll need to go back there anyway. Torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jode up, but something like that. climb up to the torpedo room. 2. Up is definitely safer. Okay, see you there then. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so that should be one. There should be one more left. Guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! Yeah, there you go. Switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken. I don't think the entire device is broken though. Probably works just fine if only I can move this switch. Just have to find a way to move it somehow. I can't do it with my powers alone. But I can't swap to Doggo. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think it's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me, of course I will. Count on it. Cool. Also, hey Dark Magician, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land chat. And after you have to an earthquake. Yes, thankfully, perfectly fine here. It was enough to get everyone to notice, but it's not enough to cause any damages. The only damage in my general area, it cracked the foundation of a school in Greenwich. So they have to fix that over the summer. That's the only damages I've heard of between everyone I know around here and everyone I know in the city. So, thankfully, it was just enough to notice, not enough for any like actual harm to any people. So, thank you for asking that. But yeah, we had an earthquake here, Ark. 2 days ago? Yesterday? 4.8. It was centered in Pennsylvania, but it was strong enough that like I distinctly felt it here. I was working and all my monitors and lights started actually like shaking. But like it wasn't enough for anything to fall off of a shelf or... I mean, thankfully, no damage is done to the best of my knowledge. Nobody I know was hurt. Nobody I know even had like something fall. But it was definitely enough that people noticed. I've apparently not noticed several smaller ones, including the aftershock. I didn't notice the aftershock. My brother did. Even we were sitting across from each other at McDonald's. So the smaller ones, like, I'm just so used to, like, maybe trafficked areas, construction. There's always something that'll make some small rumble, and I guess my body just ignores it. But the initial hit was way too much to ignore. So, yeah, but thankfully, me and everyone I know is fine. I don't even think anyone in Pennsylvania got, like, hurt, but it sure was the talk of everyone. Yep, solar eclipse tomorrow. Yeah, the world's in a state right now. There we go. And within like 3 days of each other, you have the Statue of Liberty getting hit by lightning, an earthquake in the northeast, an eclipse. Like, it's just so many, like, not unprecedented, but very uncommon things happening together. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. It's a little nuts. All set on this end too. Something's odd. What is? Command room. Looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. Wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. We're doomed, clearly, yes. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure we're not doomed, thankfully. Already set the torpedo's course. Head towards the command room where Detective Jode is. Like, all joking aside, like, I don't really believe in, like, signs of the end of the world. These are definitely interesting things. I actually kind of liked the earthquake for what it was. If it was strong enough that anyone got hurt, obviously it would have been a bad thing. If it was weak enough to not notice it, wouldn't have been a bad thing, would have just been a non-entity, but it hit that sweet spot of like, oh, that was a moment, that was something that happened, that was something I'll remember, but nobody got hurt from it. So like, cool. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, I got it. and then we'll find a way to come back and save you. Yeah, that sounds miserable and awful, yeah. Make sure to play all the Atelier games before it happens. It's definitely ramen, definitely. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Not that I ever think I could have predicted any part of this game, but like, definitely no part of me thought, yeah, we're going to be possessing a torpedo in a sinking submarine to be fired at the pre-launched emergency exit control room to try to hop to that control room to rescue the people on the submarine somehow. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? Sorry, I can't go. What? I can't. How can I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. It's off the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Missile. Do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. Alright. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate, but if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again, never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla! Just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then, don't worry. Miss Camilla! Power of Pup. Alright, well... launch us, I guess. That's a good boy, Missile. Now you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready.
Do you want me to unleash a deadly explosion spell?
Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. That doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. We're gonna see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. Alright, well. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. How can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Alright. This isn't drastically better, but, you know. Dr. Jode! Let that big masked man do this! I'm gonna bite him! You better not, you might break your teeth. The Mandarin has lost power and is sinking, so I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jode! That's a good start, yeah. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jode. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla, and what about Lynn? Well, I have a long story. Here it is. I told Detective Jode about everything that happened to the submarine Yona. The submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jode. Are you Yome? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel. That's right. These people on the Yona were calling you Sissel. It's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. Sure, there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jode? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Yes, you are. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. Well, I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? Project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a news system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. Never thought for the life of me that I'd ever have to deal with spies. Top 1% of all Pomeranians, yes. Never made public, but every organization in the country moved in on this one. Then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. Police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jode, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. So sorry, Omiel. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I'm sealed in eternal darkness. He existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear. I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. But it was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. Then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use the powers of mind to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. Excuse me. And the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth, a new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. Completely man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. The response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own, and they even figured out what Temsic was all about. They had no idea they were doing all this. Not at all, I was a fool. So then, why did they go through all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. Inspector Carbonella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? This looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. I was about to say. Would have been funny though. Park is like a silent battlefield, or an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. That's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal... What's this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? Managed to steal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Joad back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? Well, we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. We can't do that without you, Detective Joad. I'm guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then, back to 4 minutes before your death. Alright. AM. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? That's only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We'll run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. Well, I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Country's use of technology is just plain awe. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? It's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to prove against on any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Commander Sith. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Oh. Well. Now it's time to say... You're literally locked in a capsule that's going to sink to the ocean floor. Has finite oxygen. Presumably finite pressure resistance? Why shoot him? Now it's time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Camilla, forgive me. The real reason is probably whoever was puppeting the robot is like, yeah, it isn't over yet. It isn't. Remember what the big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Alright, well, let's see. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? Figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small it is, that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. Body cycled between the moments that separated his life and his death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death. Wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. Alright. I don't know. Let's do it. He doesn't know, but he is fully committed. Fell back through the cracks of time what seemed like forever. Then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. Final journey to the truth starts now. 5:10 to 5:42 a.m. Obtain a new illustration. New song. New illustration. New illustration. Yeah, we saving. Alright. I definitely don't feel bad about getting stuck on the puzzle the last time we played this, because there was no way we were finishing it in time. That night. Okay. Final chapter. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Alright. It's ready! Is that a sweet potato? Hold it! Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Eek! For some reason I always thought it was like a plunger or something. They never really drew attention to what it was. It was just there. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Just stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Huh? Oh, kitten. Shoot, you might get hurt. And then, meteorite. Ooh. Okay. You're alright now, are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me, I'm a police detective. That's the Temsik meteorite, eh? Beautiful looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jode? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started! Alright. The death pose is also 10 out of 10. Gasket, nozzle. Roasted sweet potato. This one looks so happy. Sure, she's happy. She's about to eat some sweet potato. And that happiness is about to be shattered in a single instant when she drops her sweet potato! I don't think you're seeing the big picture. Anyway, we have to keep our eyes peeled for a chance to make her move. Right, we won't drop the ball or the sweet potato! And missile. Now how are we going to save you? Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. And the sweet potato is almost ready. Ha, she's not going to budge from that spot. But you know, it makes you wonder. A little girl all alone in the park listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break! Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. She's ready! Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Let's see. Potato! What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is? It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. It's nothing like them in a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys are sure making me want to try one. What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears! Sorry, I wasn't thinking. We get back to the future. She's like, what? You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate is changed, albeit ever so slightly. We've just committed her to a life of tinnitus. What have we done? What have we done? Examine rock. Okay. I know. No. I don't know if fountains. Oh, hold on. Damn it. Oh, okay. I see. Well. Yep, time's up. We can move those two from that spot. It means we have to do something with the Temsic fragment instead. That should be easy with our powers. I think you're right, Missile. This is going to be the grand finale. Guess I better rewind the clock. Okay. Wee. Oh, look at that sweet potato! Big scary sweet potato! That's sweet potato Missile. That's Mino. Right, of course! Look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape! So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Here I go, and I'm gonna need your help. Help? Uh-oh. Yeah. There we go. Still can't reach it. Just want to reach it. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I was thinking you were supposed to get Mino here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I screwed it up already. Okay. Aha! Okay. There we go. It just took a little more doing. Oh, look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. Really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. This might hold out for a little while longer. Recall, Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mito sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Alright. I guess we just wait. There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course changed a little. Now Yomio's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? Its path? No! Oh, right in the junk! Oh, Detective Jode! The Temsic fragment shot through his leg! What? The cruel twist of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Don't put the gun down now. If you don't, you're going to shoot him. Oh yeah, it's true. He can never be a detective again. I don't know if he's detective, if it's his detective training or what. But even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. No. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. Don't let that happen! Missile, the bullet stopped in midair. I'm here inside the bullet! Now let's swap it with something! What? With what? Detective Jode, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. To do that, we have to stop this bullet. That's for something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Yeah, there is. Let's sweet potato this man. Oh. Oh. Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. Hey, Grim, we may have murdered a man. It's not true. Fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? Not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. We were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Ah, crapsicles. Look up! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Land! It's not over yet. There isn't anything else to swap with. Why don't we just let it play out, then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. Then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar in her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. What can we do now? Even if we work together? Well, I mean, if we work together, I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. Battle against the fate of death. Yo-yo! Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, I'll try to move there. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Got it. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? What can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, I got it. We can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it's still right above its land. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? Obviously, how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped, alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Next up, it's my turn. Your turn. Him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh. Ye gods. That's gonna leave a lot of marks. Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? No, it'll be fine. Just a scrape. Massive gash in the back. He's fine. Yeah, I mean, the gash in the back only knocked him unconscious. It didn't kill him. It just, knocked him out. Mind you, if he was happy enough with, if I die, it's kind of okay, then I imagine living, assuming he can live through it. That's a lot of injuries to the body. But assuming the back didn't, pierce vital organs somehow or something and kind of just winded him functionally, he might survive this. Probably a wheelchair, but he might survive it. Lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. Just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me, I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is the detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. Detective's badge? Thanks. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Hey, Potts, how's it going? I think we hit the ending, or damn close to it. We're on the final chapter, and we definitely did it. You alive? Exactly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself, as if it was somebody else controlling me. I see. But glad it happened. Aww. Hey, mister. Found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. It's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? You like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? Kittens, of course. Sissels. Sissel! The name Sissel echoes in my head. It's my real name. It's a long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend.
Yeah?
How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend. See, the only thing that can solve problems better than a dog, a cat. Definitely explains why he thought himself as the human, because he's been around him for that long. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Look, a part wishes it had a cat this good. Yeah. Or a dog this good. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, kitten. Shoot, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. It just only died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. Yes, you do. For a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. The kitty roommates, yeah. Cramped space, but clearly two souls fit. Took my body back from the morgue. Somebody just had to go see. Just one more time. Took control of my body and hurried to her house. It's just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost all along with his life. His fiancée told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that even through the memory loss, he didn't know about, like, I don't know, simple-ish things, like how to read, or what, like, barely common objects are. I mean, I get it, your average person doesn't encounter a torpedo in their life. But your average person also knows what a torpedo is aware of the concept. 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. First, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. Got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. Yeah, I can see now why a lot of people say that. Ace Attorney does a lot well, but this just kinda... I feel like this just owns things and polishes things perfectly. There's nothing extra, there's nothing wasted, there's nothing unnecessary. Every bit of line, every bit of dialogue, every bit of animation is fantastic, but helps the whole. Yeah, it just is. I love me some Ace Attorney, and I can't wait to start Great Ace Attorney, though it will not be this week. But yeah, no. They went, let's just make a super honed, maybe not super long, but really good experience. Left my old selves buried in that junkyard and walked away. black cat. Possessing Sissel, then. Wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, dead. What? Oh, was it the first bullet that missed? Ah. Wasn't able to control her completely. Ah. First bullet didn't hit anything, so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? I mean, we knew the cat had to be dead, otherwise how would we be playing the game? But still sucks. Hit Sissel inside that bag. So that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. That's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get my memory back. Because I thought that corpse was me. It's the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. And as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? Simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there's some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. You're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. So if Bullet Train is oops all Chekhov's guns, this game is 100% oops all tragic figures. 100%. Everything that happened in the modern day was just tragic ripples of this one moment, spreading outwards. Like everyone. Like the least tragic figure is Missile, but Missile's dead, so, you know, it's a little tragic. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. Missile Command in this game. Yeah, I mean, they were going to name this game Missile Command, but the name was already taken, so they went with Ghost Trick, you know. Sometimes you gotta go with your second choice. So this is the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yumi, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. You saved me from the darkness. Well, guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. We should get back to our new present. Can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish? Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. It's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason, with no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Sissel? Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. It's already a thing of the long past. Fates have changed now, right, Yomio? Oh yeah, no. It's tough only because Amaterasu exists. I'd have to actually sit and think for a good amount of time as to whether Amaterasu... Well, Amaterasu is a controllable, playable character that goes on a grand Zelda-esque adventure and saves the world. But is also a silent protagonist, which kinda takes points away from them being a character. Missile is loud, proud, yappy Pomeranian who is just there to help in any way possible. Which I would definitely argue gives Missile more of a personality. Amaterasu. I would have to... Oh, yeah, no. 1,000,000% agreed, yes. I am glad it doesn't have voices for the same reason I'm glad Hildebrand doesn't have voices. Some things just kind of work better as they are. I wish it had voices, because think of some of the sound clips we could have had from this game. Some of these voice lines being voiced would have made for some great sound clips. But I agree, I think overall it not being voiced was the better call. Agreed. Mind you, I think that's more of a technological limit than it was anything else, but it worked in its favor. That's fair. It's easy for me to say Missile right now because I just played this and I haven't actually played Okami in its entirety since the PS2. I know those are my top two. Where they place in the top two, I'd have to think about. But I know those are my top two. Missile Ami. That's a hard stop. That's an absolute hard stop. Top three, Missile Ami Torgal. That's the top three. Hard stop. I hate to say Torgal's 3, but you got phenomenal competition. Thank you, sis. Oh, true, they could have voiced it in the updated version, but I'm glad they kept it. So very glad to meet you. Me too, Yomio. Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. Bet we see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Okay, yes. Koromaru is phenomenal. And Repeat is very good. I think Repeat would be 4, Koromaru's 5. Rush is a great dog, but I didn't play a lot of Mega Man games. So while I respect and appreciate Rush, I couldn't put them super high on my list because I just haven't played a lot of Mega Man. Like, I've played Legends 1, 2, Battle Network 1, 2, and 3, and X4. That is my complete exhaustive history of Mega Man games I've played. So, yeah. I'll never forget you! Never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? Sounds good, Detective Toad. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. Said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Yeah, Rise of 3 lets you pet a ton of dogs, but none of them are like named or, you know, anything like that. Wait. Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. It's Mr. Lamp, who... I don't really know who the lamp was this whole time, I guess. That's still an unanswered question. before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! It's I, Ray, in case you've forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know. Who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. I don't, clearly. When do I know anything? Changed the fates of many people tonight, first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Is it the rat? Is it the rat this whole game? After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. I don't know. Yes, but like, that's not unusual. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling, hiding place, and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that! The powers of the dead! But how? Didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. With all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Yeah, he died in the presence of radiation, but I guess she did too, didn't she? Hey, wait a minute. Maybe he was closer, I guess. Yeah. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. Oh, I guess you have to be literally that close, okay. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. It just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? Is Lamp Missile 2? Has it been missiles all the way down? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. Hot damn. That's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? Aw, it's old Missile. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. Couldn't change the fates of his people on your own, so he decided to wait those 10 years out. Okay, Potts, okay. Exactly. Then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Yeah, Missile's #1. Yeah. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. Wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? I couldn't. Huh? From watching the Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. I traveled through the telephone lines, for example. What? That may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around. We what? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders in the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. That said, I can't show it right now because I'm on PS5, but if you love Missile and you have a Steam account and you have just a few of those Steam points you get for buying games, go to the Ghost Trick page and you can have a frame for your avatar that's just a bunch of little missiles constantly jumping around. Okay. I figured, because I've mentioned it before, but like, worth every point. It's not even expensive. Worth every point. It's the best one. It just is the best. I followed the Ghost World path to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Yeah, no. Like, I got it because it was already the most adorable one. But like, it's also the best one. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling death slam. Made my first Ananan, I can tell you. That was me? I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? Just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. Bye. Then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. Really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomiel. Gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. Then I gave you a time limit. Time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. The man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If it happened, it would have been all over. Then you mean thinking about ceasing to exist? Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. Sorry, a little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy! Hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Best sound file. Oh man. Yeah, no, didn't see that at all. Just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. So you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile, so you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Then farewell, Sissel. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in that town, in that night. I made my way back to a new present. No idea what the present will be now. Like, it could be anything. Like, 10 years is a long time. I'll just turn on the lights here. I mean, from a gameplay point of view, it's like, hope it's a happy one, obviously. But, like, so much could have happened in 10 years. Hey, invention works the way it's supposed to. Were you surprised? Anxiety. I bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Maybe it worked. It's not even my birthday today. This is my mom's birthday, the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jode. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Something wrong? You have one of those badges, too. Oh, this? Yeah. That one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. Yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. Knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? Now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Ah, that you will. That you will. Oh, well, don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. What a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. What else do you have for a celebration but a giant chicken? It could be a turkey, but we know it's chicken. Bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. The eating animations are also very good, along with all animations. I guess I really am a cat. Suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of the lives as they unfold. It looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Yeah, that's good. It's a very good game. Happy birthday to a lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile, thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Look at me eating pasta. Oh man, in a game of fantastic animations, he gets the best ones. He just does. He's not my favorite character, but he is animated the best. Okay, we have a second place contender. Phoenix Wright. There, how do you like that? Not bad, eh? Are they mimicking him? But definitely not good. Maybe now it could be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. Yes, that's what makes a great detective. What kind of example is the Inspector providing for his men? The bartender. Here's your food, gentlemen. Emery, what are you doing here? Heard you were going to be picking new members for the special investigation unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. La la la, I've never cooked this way before. It's so exotic, so exciting. Cooked what way before? Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and bungreek? Curried something. Is this really necessary, this new curried chicken menu? Oh, okay. He just curried it. Oh, but it's our very best customer requested it. Now, good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just do exactly as his very best customer anyway. Me too. Considering I had intended to play it back on 3DS, it's taken a while, but I'm glad I got here. You sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. Follow the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. Oh, he gonna die. Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Oh, you dead. Yeah. Oh. Well. Somebody's life just improved slightly. Little bit. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. Yup. Clink the glass off his face, you know, as you do. Deal's going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man. The owner is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? Liver nearly died of fright just now. Case of the vapors. One shot with love, peace, and pigeons. Ah. Yeah, not intentionally. I only have like 2 voices, just modulated slightly. That's it. That's it. Generic Viper male voice. High-low. Generic Viper female voice. Slightly higher, slightly lower. That's it. That's it. Stop the park from charging admission. I gotta say Flyers Guy is one of my favorites. Just for the absurdity of it all. I'm probably just gonna end early, because like, if we had closer to 2 hours, I'd be like, yeah, we can fit something in. But like, for an hour, we're not gonna make progress in any of the games we're playing. Yeah, I gotta pick up some accents. I am at my current state not good at them, but that is definitely something that can be learned. It's a day, you know? He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you can show it to me, say, next week? You got it! Honestly, I think that guy might be number 2 for animations. Like, honestly... Last Guild War, ooh. 10 long years, Omiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Sissel. Yeah, he can walk. He apparently was fine, other than, you know, prison. But good. Surprising, but good. Aww. Ah, gotta have kitty. Yeah, I guess 10 years of rehab. You put in the time. Full screen. Oh, credits for the port. Yeah, duh. I was like, wait a second. It's so wide. I still can't believe this is RE engine. But damn. They put it to good use. It's the most overkill way to remake this game, but also like I haven't played the original, but like this seemed damn faithful to me. I haven't heard anyone being like, but it's not whatever. Like anything, mind you, most of the impressions I hear are from one artist I follow who is a huge fan. So I tend to hear overwhelmingly positive, but I can't see any like yeah, like how do you get the RE engine to do this? That's nuts. And good. I'm glad they did. It was my excuse to finally buckle down and play the game. And it still took me a little bit because we were already neck deep in Phoenix Wright. But I'm glad I did. Very glad I did. The RE engine is absolutely magic.
Magic.
The RE engine is a quality engine. And the Capcom devs have learned how to use it for magic. Yeah, I only actually know Jello Apocalypse from like their Lemonade videos. I should watch more of their stuff because I like their Lemonade videos, but I only know them from Lemonade. Yeah, this game absolutely does. 100%. Yeah, I saw one or two of those, and I saw one or two of their Pokemon like Coliseum videos. But I guess that's all I know them from. And it's funny because I tend to not think of them as the same one from those videos. We saw those, or those were shown to me at Kineticon. So I've seen those videos. Fate averted. We only have 50% of trophies, so I don't know where the other 50% are, but damn. New illustration. New background. Oh, that's a good background. Yeah. The new song, of course. What the hell are the other trophies? Probably under challenges. Oh, wait, no, we did those. These are the trophies. Okay, what the hell are the ones we're missing? Hurt feet without any deaths up to the final. Oh, be better. Okay, gotcha. Fail by keeping the ball away from me now. Okay, so either play perfectly or also sometimes fail perfectly. Alright, not bad. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it here. It's probably better to get a little extra sleep for Monday anyway, as if I'm not gonna stay up late playing other games anyway. But like, I don't really know what I'd play for an hour. If somebody's got something they want me to dick around with for an hour that like, I already have. Like, I can install a Holo Break for another time, but I don't have it right now. And the only problem is the process of installing it would mess with the stream. Mowing. It is true, I do have mowing. But that's something that should be a full stream. Like, if you want to use the ticket for it now, I wouldn't need a ticket, I guess, but... Like, it is installed and ready, for what it's worth. It is. Old juice game done an hour, yeah. Try hard tomorrow. Yes, for sure. Some night... For sure, to both of those. We should get a Chaos Moon Night going sometime before it ends. Definitely remind me when it's going to end. We could definitely slot it in. And Arc, for sure. Just let me know some night, like, hey, want to use the ticket for this? We'll make sure it works too. So, both of those are things we can do. End of the month. Okay, so we've got time. I can get, if it's that long, I can guarantee we'll make time for it. For sure. I didn't put it in the Discord yet. But the general plan is tomorrow. Is tomorrow Unicorn or Tuesday Unicorn? I don't remember. I'm gonna say tomorrow is Infinite Wealth. Tuesday's Unicorn. Thursday, I get to say something that I haven't gotten to say that I never thought I'd get to say again. Thursday, I'm going to be streaming Gigantic with Calico and Afro. I didn't think I'd be able to say that phrase again for the rest of my days, but here we are. That's Thursday. Friday will be Dragon's Dogma. I don't know what Saturday is going to be, but Sunday we're going to start Great Ace Attorney. I've got that installed and ready, so like we are good to go on Great Ace Attorney. I just need to, you know. What the hell was it? I said I had it installed and ready, and here I am. Do I not have it installed? What the hell am I doing? Alright, well, if I don't have it installed, I'll install it. Do I really not have it? I thought I installed it ages ago. Whatever. But yeah, oh, it's right there. Oh, because it's under T for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Sure. Cool. Yeah, I also know I'm not ready for that, but I am excited for it. I'm excited for more Phoenix Wright, and we'll eventually play the Apollo Justice ones, but after Great Ace Attorney, I really want to do the House of Fata Morgana. I've had that game for years. I've heard nothing but good about it. It's in like the top 10 on VNDB, and I know bupkis about it, so I want to play it. And then we'll do, so after Great Ace, it's 2 games. We'll do House of Fata Morgana, then we'll do Apollo, all the Apollo Justice ones. Just for these streams. Yeah, also, Ramen, at some point, I got a Discord stream this sometime we're both around. Nobody else will care about it, and rightfully so. I get it. But one of these times we're both around on stream, on Discord, I gotta just Discord stream for this a bit. Yeah. And I will eventually finish Lacrimosa Donna. It's such a good game, but putting so much distance between where we left off and now will absolutely kill the emotional impact of anything left. But it's still such a good goddamn game. It's so good. Monster Nox is good. Monster Nox is just a hair worse, but Lacrimosa is just like 10 out of 10. Aquapulse Online. There's got to be a way, right? The last 2 streams. Yeah, like we're so close to it too is the worst part. But yeah, I think that's what we got for now. Our characters. Oh, true. Yeah. That's got to work on like Parsec or something, I guess. I don't know. Like this got not Parsec, it's got Keyed emulating. No, I don't know. We'll just gotta be waiting for that, even if we have to emulate it. Cool and Bisco? Yes. I still love Atui a lot, but I can't dispute Kuon Bisco. Like, I can't dispute that. I don't think it is, because I think when I learned about it, I looked, and I don't think it's available on any modern system. Because as soon as I was like, oh damn, I recognize those characters. Nekane is not my favorite by any stretch, but I ain't gonna fight you. She's not my favorite. But, like, she didn't resonate with me. She clearly resonated with you, so... Of course that would be the case. But yeah. For now, we got ourselves a monster, a quote, a Discord. API error. What game would that have been? Lost the time now. And, you know what? This is about Ghost, right? Correct. The only people who have any horses in this race are me, Ramen, and Ark. That's it. Nobody else has gone to Dora Ramona. I understand. They shouldn't, but I understand. That's a 120-hour commitment across 3 games. I get it. I ain't trying to convince people to pick that up. I understand. Truly I do. However, I can, with no questions whatsoever, say that it is so worth it. If you're looking for a game to fill a chunk of time that's a visual novel with actual gameplay, and you wanted to just hit hard, you're looking for Utawara Remoto, but I get that most people aren't looking for that. And I ain't trying to change anybody's minds. I get it. Obviously, we got some big honkin' shoutouts tonight, and by some big honkin' shoutouts, I mean Birdie dropped 73 months tier 3. Holy crap. And everyone in chat hanging out, having a good time, I hope. Finishing up the game. I never could have foreseen We Are Cat. And even if I somehow could have pieced that together, which I couldn't have, there's no way I could have gotten Lamp is also Missile. No way. It'd be impossible. You couldn't. Yeah, that was one of the few games where I was like, I know Ramen's really, like, I don't want to say picky about visual novels, because you tend to play a lot of them, but I mean, like, you've played enough that you know what you like and you're a connoisseur. But I was like, nah, Utawara Remoto, you should play it. 100%. You can't block the missile mix. The first one is nigh unblockable, and the second one, and then it gets you in a frame trap and you can't stop it. Yeah, like when the cat showed up, I was like, that's suspicious. We've seen that cat once before. Briefly. Barely. And to have in a game with no wasted anything, where every character in every place mattered, seeing the cat come back kind of started wheels in motion. But there's no way I could have guessed before that. But at that point I was like, that's weird. That's unusual. That's strange. But yeah. Needless to say, great game. Fantastic. Wonderful. More people should play this game. Especially now that it's available on everything. Since I started playing this, it's also now out on iPhone and Android. You can play it on your phone. Like, it's on everything. If you got a few bucks and a few hours, play the game. It's so good. It's so good. Excuse me. But yeah. That's what we got for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. This has been Viper of Viperland. I'll see you all next time.